guys, I'm Mia. If the idea of having your own cameraman brings a smile to your face, check out the SOLOSHOT2 camera bundle. This is an all-in-one package that contains everything you need to capture videos of yourself remotely. All you have to do is wear a tag that communicates with a robotic base mounted on a tripod. On top of that base is a platform to mount a camera. When the two are connected, the SoloShot2 will pan, tilt, and zoom to track your movement up to 2,000 feet away. Now, this is a great solution for anyone doing a sport or activity that they want to record but don't have an extra person to run the camera. The camera bundle comes with a tripod, the robotic base, a camera controller, tag and armband, and Sony CX405 camcorder. You can also buy the components separately and use the SoloShot2 with a number of different cameras, including a GoPro. You can find a list of supported cameras on the SoloShot website. I'm going to go over the pieces of the bundle, the setup involved, and the tracking modes. The base has 360-degree horizontal tracking. It tilts down 60 degrees and up 90 degrees. Its range is said to be between 10 and 2,000 feet as long as you maintain line of sight, and that seemed fairly accurate to us. The tracking tag is light enough that we strapped it to an Inspire 1 quadcopter, and the camera tracked it even behind a tree. The base has an 8-hour internal battery that's rechargeable. I feel like a battery gauge would have been nice so that you can see how much juice is left before you run out. The base has a 3/8 16-inch threaded hole for mounting on the tripod and features a K-lock socket and a tripod tool for added security. Also, the base is not silent when it moves, so depending on your outside conditions, you could pick up the sound of the motor on your audio. The camera controller sits right inside the base, and it's used for automatic zoom tracking and taking photo bursts if you're working with a DSLR. The camera controller allows the base to send commands directly to the camera. With camcorders, you can enable an automatic zoom function. You can choose to send a signal to your camera to maintain a wide, medium, or tight frame around your subject. The camera controller and camera will then work together to track your subject with that specific frame. I would suggest staying away from the tight frame if you're tracking a fast-moving or unpredictable subject because the movement can look really jerky. The smoothest is the wide setting. The camera controller also allows you to send start, stop, and highlight commands to the camera right from the tag, which you'll most likely be wearing or holding. If you're working with a DSLR, you can trigger it to fire a burst of photos remotely. This controller comes with 3 cables, including one that lets the camera charge from the base, giving you an extra battery life of up to 4 hours. The tag is what you'll wear with the included armband. It communicates your location to the base via GPS satellites. This is why you can only use the SoloShot outside. Our experience with the tracking was pretty good. Once you start moving, there's a slight delay before the base begins, and if you're using a wide frame, you won't really notice it much. But if you cut down to a medium or a tight frame and try following something that's moving quickly, you might notice it. The tag battery should last up to 4 hours. The Sony HDR CX405 camcorder that comes with this bundle is also decent for everyday sports and activities. This is definitely a product aimed at the general consumer and not a professional. That said, the camera shoots 1080p at 60 frames per second, which is perfect for most activities. It takes micro SD cards. A lightweight aluminum tripod is also included. The biggest drawback to the SoloShot2 is the setup time and procedure. The tag takes roughly 8 minutes to warm up before it can be paired, and you have to follow the instructions exactly. They involve finding a centering object, doing a little walkabout dance with the tag, and some other things that if it's not done perfectly, it can throw everything off. Remember to upgrade your firmware. That alone can save a lot of stress. When it comes to more advanced or specific tracking, SoloShot2 has 4 specialty modes. The first is Surf and Turf, which works well when your subject is just moving horizontally on a level surface, like soccer. Big altitude is best for stuff with vertical movement, like snowboarding or flying our drone, but it's less accurate. Cinematic mode locks the tilt completely, so you just get a smooth and perfect pan. And finally, there's barrel mode, which is meant to keep you in the shot while surfing barrel waves. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get to test that one out, so I'm curious about how well it works. Now you know all of the components and setup involved with the SoloShot2. It solves the problem of not having an extra cameraman, and watching back your footage is a lot of fun. I'm Mia McCormick. Thanks for watching.
Whether you're a hobbyist or a professional, B&H has the answers to your questions. Experience a world of technology at our New York City Superstore. Connect with us online or give us a call. Our staff of experts is happy to help.
We all know the difference a great teacher makes. They inspire you, challenge you, and push you to do the things you never thought you could. For creatives, that means you've got to know your tools inside and out, whether it's Photoshop or photography, lighting or Lightroom, InDesign or After Effects. And while there are free videos out there, you have to watch 30 bad ones just to find a decent one. And a lot of times, the techniques are either outdated, complicated, or just plain wrong. What we need is a better way to learn. One that connects amazing teachers with creative people all over the world, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A thriving educational community with nothing but the most talented, engaging, and respected teachers in the industry. Then we simplify the whole learning process with short, clear, concise classes. That's exactly what we've created for you right here at Kelby One.